Greetings, Leo. Before diving into today's revelations, take a moment to breathe. Know that the universe is always speaking, though its voice rarely comes as thunder. Most often it comes as silence, coincidence, repetition, or a feeling you cannot quite explain. And right now, signs are gathering around you. Have you noticed how your dreams linger longer than usual upon waking? How certain numbers seem to follow you on clocks, on receipts, on random pages you glance at? These are not accidents, they are markers. The cosmic script is unfolding, and you, Leo, are being pushed to notice what lies beyond the obvious. Yet, this is not only about the stars. This is about your mind, your inner world, your heart's fractures and strengths, because what you are. Stepping into now is a season where the line between outer events and inner psychology will blur until you no longer know which is which. Did the argument you had yesterday create the dream you had last night? Or did the dream plant the seed of the argument before it even began? Your relationships may begin to mirror your unspoken fears. If you fear betrayal, someone's silence will feel like a knife. If you fear abandonment, even a delayed message will echo like rejection. But here lies the truth. The world outside you is reflecting the world within you. You're not only reading the signs, you are also projecting them. Still, Leo, something deeper is stirring. Behind the everyday frustrations and small victories, behind the laughter and the sighs, there is a rhythm shifting in your life. The people around you seem unchanged, but look closer, their masks are slipping. Their eyes betray thoughts they never speak. And you, whether you want it or not, are beginning to see. Financially, you may feel an undercurrent of unease, not because disaster is upon you, but because you are becoming aware of how fragile stability can be. Money flows, yes, but where it flows and who it passes through reveals hidden dynamics of control and power. You may begin to ask, am I earning for freedom, or am I building chains of gold? These thoughts will not leave you easily. Psychologically, this is the moment where your mind feels both sharp and fragile at once. You will catch yourself sensing more than usual, subtle shifts in tone, the energy in a room, the vibration of unspoken words. This sensitivity is both gift and burden. It can protect you, but it can also overwhelm you. If you're not careful, paranoia can creep in, turning every look into suspicion, every silence into condemnation. And yet, this heightened state is not a curse, it is preparation. The universe rarely sharpens the blade without reason. You are being trained to see, to feel, to know. Because soon, Leo, there will be something worth cutting through. Tonight, when the world grows quiet, listen carefully. You may hear echoes in the silence, your own heartbeat louder than usual, your thoughts sharper, your instincts pulling you somewhere you cannot name. That is not madness, that is alignment. You're tuning into a frequency that is always present, but rarely noticed. But what is it leading you to? A revelation about someone close? A truth about your own hidden desires? A door that has been locked for years, finally trembling as if about to open? The signs are everywhere, Leo, and the silence between them is growing louder. The question is, will you listen? Or will you wait until the truth forces itself upon you in a way you can no longer deny? Leo, as the hours unfold, the energy surrounding you grows heavier, not in a way that crushes, but in a way that demands awareness. There's a mirror forming around you, not of glass, but of people, events, and coincidences. Every word spoken by those close to you, every silence left hanging, every unexpected gesture, it is all a reflection. But the question is, what is it reflecting? You have always known that others see you as strong, radiant, even unshakable. Yet beneath that mask, there are unspoken doubts, fears that you do not often confess, even to yourself. And strangely, the more you try to conceal them, the more the universe orchestrates situations that bring them to light. Someone may suddenly withdraw their attention and you feel abandoned. Another may speak sharply and your pride flares into fire. But in truth, Leo, they are showing you the shadows you carry within. Trust and betrayal dance dangerously close in your world now. Perhaps you have felt a strange intuition, like a whisper telling you not everything is as it seems. Pay attention to it. There is someone who wears loyalty like a mask, yet behind it their intentions ripple with self-interest. You may not have proof yet, but your instincts are not wrong. The unease you feel is not paranoia, it is recognition. Psychologically, this is a test of your strength, to see the game without becoming consumed by it, to sense deception without allowing it to poison your heart. Because here lies the deeper truth. Not every shadow in another belongs to them. Sometimes it is your own fear projecting itself outward. The universe is daring you to distinguish between what is real betrayal and what is only the echo of your insecurities. Financially, hidden dynamics reveal themselves too. A promise of support may come with strings attached. A sudden opportunity might glitter on the surface, yet underneath lies a trap. Be cautious now. If something feels too good, it is worth questioning. You're being shown that abundance must not come at the price of freedom. Emotionally, there's a storm brewing. You may feel torn between the desire to trust and the instinct to guard yourself, and the more you try to silence this inner battle, the louder it becomes. Perhaps you have noticed your sleep shifting, dreams that linger with strange intensity, images that feel like warnings, words that echo even after you wake. Dreams are not random now, they are maps. The hidden mind is drawing sketches of truths you cannot yet face directly. And still, Leo, there is beauty here, with every shadow. Exposed, with every illusion cracked, a new clarity begins to emerge. Painful as it may be, you are shedding layers of naivety. You are learning to see people not only as they present themselves, but as they truly are. And more importantly, you are beginning to see yourself without distortion. Yet this clarity comes at a cost. For once you see, you cannot unsee. And once the mirror shows you the truth, you cannot pretend it was only a dream. That is the crossroads you are approaching now. Will you confront the deception, or will you let it unravel in its own time? Will you listen to the whispers in your intuition, or will you demand solid proof before acting? The universe is patient, but it will not wait forever. Sooner than you expect, the truth, whether about another or about yourself, will demand to be faced. And when it does, Leo, the reflection in the mirror may not be what you hoped for, but perhaps it will be exactly what you need. Leo, the air around you has grown denser, as if time itself is whispering secrets you are not yet ready to hear. There are patterns unfolding in your relationships, subtle cracks in the surface of familiar connections, a laugh that feels hollow, a promise that is made too easily, a sudden change in tone when you walk into the room. These are not coincidences, they are signals. The universe is showing you that not everyone who smiles at you carries goodwill in their heart. And for a long time, you have trusted the warmth of others, perhaps because you yourself radiate warmth so naturally. But light always draws shadows, and yours is no exception. There is someone who watches you closely, not with admiration, but with envy. Their energy lingers like smoke, difficult to grasp, but impossible to ignore. You have likely felt it in the tightening of your chest, the unease that creeps into your body when they are near. It is the body's way of knowing what the mind cannot yet prove. And here lies the deeper layer, Leo. Betrayal is not always grand, nor is it always sudden. Sometimes it begins in silence, in the small ways trust is eroded. Perhaps a secret you shared was repeated. Perhaps a plan you spoke of mysteriously fell apart once too many people knew. Or perhaps you feel it only as a shadow, an absence of sincerity in someone's voice. This is the hidden storm forming around you. Psychologically, you are standing on fragile ground. Your mind races between suspicion and denial. You want to believe in loyalty, yet intuition whispers otherwise. You tell yourself, maybe I'm imagining it. But the universe does not deal in imagination. It deals in resonance. If the feeling persists, it is because something beneath the surface demands your attention. Financially, this is also a time of tests. The temptation to rush, to secure quick solutions, or to trust without question could lead to losses. Be mindful of what you sign, what you agree to, and who you depend on. Not everyone who offers help does so without hidden strings. You may soon discover that the hand extended toward you is also the hand that subtly tries to bind you. Emotionally, the effect is heavier. You crave connection, yet fear what lies behind it. You want honesty, yet dread the truths that might come forth. And this tension seeps into your sleep, into your dreams, into the quiet moments when your thoughts turn inward. It is not paranoia, it is awakening. You are being forced to see what has been veiled for too long. But let us go deeper, Leo. What if the real betrayal is not from them, but from yourself? The mask you wear, the strong, fearless, radiant face, sometimes hides a truth you do not want to acknowledge. Perhaps you have allowed yourself to believe in people who never earned that belief. Perhaps you cling to illusions because the alternative, seeing the raw truth, is too painful. In this sense, the shadow behind the smile may also be your own. Spiritually, this phase is not punishment, it is initiation. The universe is pushing you into discomforts that you may finally sharpen your perception. You're learning the art of seeing without words, of hearing what is not spoken, of feeling what others try to conceal. This is not paranoia, it is evolution. The awakening of a deeper intuition that will not only protect you now, but guide you for years to come. Yet the choice remains. Will you confront what you sense? Will you expose the falsehoods that surround you, even if it risks conflict? Or will you remain silent, waiting for fate to make the move for you? Neither path is easy, and both come with cost. But know this, Leo, silence can sometimes be more dangerous than confrontation. Soon, something will happen that confirms your intuition. A slip of the tongue, an unexpected revelation, a sudden shift in someone's behavior. When it does, you will realize that your soul had seen it long before your eyes did. And that moment will change everything. The shadow behind the smile is waiting to be revealed. The question is, Leo, you have stepped deeper into the labyrinth, where every corner seems to echo with secrets you are not sure you want to uncover. The faces around you grow blurrier, smiles fade too quickly, words carry double meanings, and gestures feel rehearsed. It is as if the world has conspired to place you in a play, but the script was hidden from you. Yet the strangest part is not the behavior of others, it is what you are beginning to feel within yourself. The strength that has always defined you, that fiery certainty now flickers like a candle in a draft. Some days, you feel a surge of power as though destiny itself is whispering your name. Other days, doubt gnaws at you, pulling at your confidence, leaving you to wonder, have I misread everything? Have I trusted shadows as if they were light? Psychologically, you stand at a precipice. The human mind craves stability, but what you are facing is not stable, it is shifting. Every truth you thought you knew now feels like sand slipping through your fingers. People you once trusted have revealed cracks. Promises you once believed in are dissolving. Even your own desires feel uncertain. This is not weakness, Leo. This is transformation. You're being stripped bare so that only what is real may remain. Financially and materially, the energy around you is sharp. It warns of deals that appear beneficial but hide silent traps. Someone may present you with an opportunity, charming, convincing, glittering with possibility, but beneath it lies a cost greater than money. Perhaps your freedom, perhaps your peace. Be cautious, for not all gold glitters, sometimes it blinds. Emotionally, relationships are where the test cuts deepest. There may be someone whose presence both comforts and unsettles you, a connection that feels magnetic yet suffocating. You are drawn to them, yet you sense a danger in surrendering too fully. This is not by accident. Souls are mirrors, and this one reflects the parts of you you'd rather not see. Your vulnerability, your longing, your hidden fears. The more you resist, the stronger the pull becomes. And yet, betrayal still lingers like smoke in the air. It is not always direct. Sometimes it is silence when you needed words. Sometimes it is hesitation when you asked for loyalty. Sometimes it is a secret withheld, not out of malice, but out of cowardice. These small betrayals accumulate, cutting deeper than a single knife. They remind you that trust is sacred and rare. Spiritually, the universe has not abandoned you. On the contrary, it has surrounded you with signs, subtle yet persistent, a repeating number that appears when doubt overwhelms you, a dream that refuses to fade from memory, a sudden chill when a false word is spoken. These are not coincidences. They are markers, guiding you through the fog. But the question remains, will you pay attention, or will you dismiss them as tricks of the mind? Leo, the heart of this journey is not about others. It is about you, about whether you can walk into the storm without losing yourself, about whether you can face the shadows without becoming one of them. The cosmos is not testing your strength. It already knows your power. It is testing your clarity. Can you see beyond appearances? Can you discern truth from illusion, loyalty from envy, love from possession? Soon there will be a revelation. It will not arrive loudly. It may come as a whisper, a slip, a sudden moment when everything aligns and you see what was hidden all along. And when it comes, it will demand a choice, to confront or to let go, to expose or to remain silent, to stay or to walk away. Leo, the air is thick tonight, heavy with unseen tension. You can feel it in the subtle shifts of energy around. You, in the faint tremor of someone's hand, in the hesitation behind every word spoken. The labyrinth you have walked through for so long, the one of illusions, betrayals, silent whispers, and hidden signs, has narrowed into a corridor where the past, present, and future collide. Tonight, the truth waits at the end of this corridor. The shadows that once lurked quietly are now revealing their forms. You may notice it in someone's eyes, the flash of envy, the flicker of fear, the subtle recognition that their control is slipping. Perhaps a secret is finally exposed, not with a shout, but with a sigh, a glance, a gesture that carries more weight than any confession could. And you, Leo, are seeing it. Not just seeing it, but understanding it. You recognize patterns that were invisible before, webs that were carefully spun, and motivations hidden beneath layers of charm. Yet here lies the paradox. Revelation does not always bring relief. Sometimes seeing the truth deepens the ache. Perhaps someone you believed loyal has been anything but. Perhaps an ally's intentions were cloaked in convenience, in self-interest, or in fear. Perhaps the wealth, the love, the protection you thought secure was never real. It was only a reflection of your own trust. And yet, even in this painful clarity, there is power. Knowledge is a double-edged sword, Leo, and you are now holding it firmly in your hand. Psychologically, you are standing at a precipice between anger and understanding. There is a temptation to lash out, to confront, to burn bridges, but the stars and your deeper self whisper a different lesson: discernment, not reaction. The world is full of masks, but once you recognize them, you do not need to act blindly. The power is in observation, in patience, In choosing what deserves energy and what should be left behind, spiritually, the universe has layered the night with signs. Perhaps a candle flickers unusually as someone speaks, or a bird's sudden cry interrupts your thoughts, or a dream repeats with details that now make sense in daylight. These are the confirmations. You were not imagining it. The intuition you felt, the subtle warnings you perceived, all of it was guiding you to this moment. The hour of reckoning has arrived, but it is not final. Emotionally, the heart beats faster, yet not in panic. It is the rhythm of awakening, of clarity, of seeing beyond the veil. You may feel grief or relief or a mixture of both. You may sense the urge to retreat, yet also the impulse to step forward, to reclaim space, to redefine boundaries. The path forward is yours to choose. No one can dictate it. Every decision from this moment on carries weight, Leo, and every choice shapes not only what you encounter in the world, but also the person you're becoming. Financially, vigilance remains key. Hidden debts, unspoken agreements, or subtle manipulations may reveal themselves now. Trust your instincts. They will guide you better than words or promises ever could. And remember, abundance comes not only from gain, but from discernment, from understanding the true value of what surrounds you. And so, as the night deepens, the corridor begins to open into a vast expanse. The shadows recede, but new horizons stretch out, full of potential risk and promise. You're no longer the same Leo who entered the labyrinth days ago. You carry knowledge, intuition, and strength that few can match. And yet, the journey is not over, because even now as clarity illuminates some paths, other mysteries linger. Someone may act differently tomorrow. A hidden truth may yet surface. A decision you make now may ripple in ways unseen. And the universe, ever subtle, will continue to whisper. Are you ready to follow its call? To face what comes with courage and wisdom, and to walk forward without fear? The answer lies not in the stars, nor in the whispers, but in you. And tomorrow may demand even more. If you felt the pull of this journey, stay close and don't miss the next revelations. Subscribe, because Leo, the path ahead will test and transform you in ways you cannot yet imagine.